Hey, y'all, it's your favorite Unc. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to Nightcap YouTube channel so you never miss a single live stream or video of myself, Ocho, and Gil. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. We thought this was a matchup. It still could happen. We thought the Celtics and the Bucks would be a great matchup. You know, you got Jason Tatum, JB, you got Dame, and Giannis. And this game was over at the half. This game was not even close. This was awful. This was pathetic. And it was so bad, the starters didn't come back out. They didn't play the second half.
Yeah, they beat they booty off their back tonight. This was
man.
This was a staple for the Bucks, right? Because one of their players is over there.
Yeah,
and had to really show that we are a better team. It might not say it on the record, but we are a better team, without you. So we're going to go out there and prove it.
Right. Because, the thing is where they slipped is defensively. Last year, they're the fourth rated defensive team. Now they're like in the 20s. Mm-hmm. And so tonight, what did they hold the Celtics to at the half? 39. What did they hold the Celtics to at the half, Gil? Like 39? It was like 77, 39. Come on, man.
But even the stat that's pushed out there about the defense, it's fool's gold, right? It's fool's gold. They were fourth last year, and they're 20th year this year. Well, what about the offense, right?
Right.
Last year they averaged 116, gave up 113.
Right.
This year they're averaging 124, giving up 119. So they're +2 with this addition, right? So all that defense they had last year, where the fuck did it get them? First round exit.
We couldn't tell anything about that defense because the way Jimmy Butler lit them up in the playoffs. Remember, Jimmy had that 57 point. I mean, Jimmy Butler looked like Michael Jordan and Kobe in the absolute prime, and that was against Holiday.
Yes, but that was the issue here. It's like, can we get more offense than the defense? And right now, it's +2. So the offense is +2 versus what they had last year. So it's not a negative. They're just looking at the wrong stats. They're looking at, the defense, but the offense is second compared to where it was last year. Right. So, when you have Giannis out, so the problem was basically in the playoffs. When you had Giannis out, where we was going to get our points, Jrue Holiday averaged 1.8 in ISO points.
Right.
1.8 for your second, third best player.
Right.
When Dame was number 1 in ISO points. So I'll take the points over the defense.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody think it was a bad trade. I mean, you get an opportunity to get a top 75 player all time, and you give up what you might give up defensively. It's more than worth because you're getting Dame Lillard in return.
Yes.
So I like the trade. Nobody can convince me this was a bad trade for Milwaukee. I think all the other 29 other teams, if they had a similar situation, they're taking Dame Lillard for a true Holiday type player also.
Of course.
But for whatever reasons, Gil, it hadn't clicked as well as I thought it would by now because, I mean, when they get on the same page, we can see they can be explosive. Giannis can give you 40, 13, and 8, and Dame can give you 32, 9, and 6. But there's not enough of that. Malik Beasley is playing and shooting the ball. He's leading the league in 3-point field goal shooting. Last year, again, with LeBron, he couldn't throw it in the ocean from the middle of the ocean.
You know what? Sometimes, and we can't say that he's a better shooter without LeBron. And what happens is when you get embarrassed and people call it out, you go into the summer saying, "I need to improve this." And that's we have to give him credit for his improvement. It's nothing to do with the offense, right? You have the same shots when you had in Lakers. You just worked on that this summer to improve your chances of staying on the floor and extending your career.
Well, then why the hell he ain't work on it doing in between practices and shoot around?
Same reason a lot of guys don't work on it. They think they're better than they really are, right? You go in there, you take 50, 25 threes after practice, and you think that's enough.
Right.
No, man, that's not first of all, if you're not a shooter coming into the NBA, you're behind the 8 ball.
Already.
You're 8, 9 years behind an actual natural shooter. So that means you have to try to make that up. That means you have to put yourself on a schedule, 300, 400, 500 shots a day outside of practice.
Wow.
For the turnaround. And it might not turn around for 3, 4 years, but it's going to turn around. So if you're not putting in that type of work, you're not really getting better.
It was so bad. TNT even switched off the game. Now,
Ooh.
that's what the NFL normally does. The NFL normally switch games. The game's getting out of hand. They'll switch to another game.
Ooh, that's never. I've never seen that before. But I know damn
I
well.
haven't either.
I know if I was on Boston, ain't no way. I'm sorry, coach. Ain't no goddamn way you. I ain't get my points yet. Ain't no way you taking me out at the half. Nah.
Yeah, that's what's so impressive about LeBron's streak. He's almost at damn near 1,200 games with double figures. And you see situations like this. Jason Tatum, now he has to start all over again. He has 7.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's close to him, but I don't know if somebody's going to actually break that record. You talk about the points. I mean, he's what, 300 and something points away, maybe 400 points away from 40,000. We talking about nobody's going to break that record. Who in the hell is going to have 1,200 straight games with double figures?
It's hard. I mean, and that's the most impressive part. The impressive part is that he's doing it still at this age. Right? Someone tried to call me out on Twitter when I said it. I said, well, when Michael Jordan was playing with the Wizards and that second year and he brought in all those vets to try to win some games, they were supposed to be a playoff seed. When they were losing, no one talked bad about Michael Jordan. No one said nothing. They just let him do his thing.
Exactly.
So why y'all not doing it for this 39-year-old?
Because
why is he expected to win when the GOAT didn't? And they supposed to win 48 games. And then, when they tried to fact check me, it was right. They had high hopes for that second year and they fell short, and no one blamed Michael Jordan for it because of his age. And I'm saying
because everybody said it was just a ceremonial. See, the last 2 was just ceremony. Yeah. Well, that's what you said about LeBron. Yeah. Oh, LeBron, he cares more about being Michael B. Jordan than Michael Jordan. Okay, he disproved that. All-Star, All-NBA, led the league in assists, won a championship. So now, because he didn't come out here for ceremony, he didn't come out here to retire, he's still playing at an elite level. You still find something well, he ain't this, he ain't that. The man is playing at an unbelievable level. It's still a team game. And he needs, look, that's the same thing. That's what Giannis said. Giannis says, hey, I'm looking to move if y'all don't get me some help.
Yeah, listen, this game, what the problem is for like a guy like me who values, players, right? When we're trying to convince you someone's not good, we give you all the things they can't do. And then when we talk about the past, we talk about everything they can do, right? So we tell you all the good things and the accolades of the past, and then the present, we tell you everything they can't do. Oh, he can't go one-on-one. He never takes a last shot. He doesn't do this. This is all right. What about the other guys? How about them? Let's hear what their negatives are. Oh, he couldn't go left. Oh, he couldn't do this. He could, but we don't. We just talk about their greatness and then our flaws, and that's what keeps this thing going.
Yeah, they always talk about, oh, he's 6-0, but what about the first 2? What about the year that he got bounced in the first round? So in other words, you're telling me it's better to lose in the first round than lose in the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like you're saying to me. But look, wherever you are on this argument, Gil, I don't think anybody's moving. You are where you are in this argument. Some people believe it's Jordan. Some people believe it's LeBron. Some people believe it's Kobe. I don't believe anybody can put forth a compelling argument to sway somebody to move off, whether it's Kobe, LeBron, or Jordan.
No, and that's the thing. At this point in time, these guys submitted themselves as potential GOAT-like figures. And the people who were there, who watched Michael Jordan carry a NBA league, not a team. He wasn't carrying the Bulls. He was carrying the league image.
Right.
Like this, he was carrying this game. And the people who witnessed that and saw that, they're not giving that up.
No.
They're not giving it up. That's just not going to happen. So no matter, LeBron could have 12 rings, they're going to find it's right. So it's just one of the things where we got him up there, and then everybody else is going to fall short to it.
Because when they say it's about ring, I say, well, Bill Russell has more rings, John Havlicek, Sam Jones, Casey Jones. If it's about rings, well, it's about okay. But what about a guy that played, that's been an all-star, about to be 20 consecutive times as a starter? What about the guy that has the most all NBA teams? What about the guy that had not only all NBA teams, the all NBA first teams? What about a guy that won championships in 3 different franchises and he was the MVP at all different franchises? A guy averaged a triple-double in the NBA Finals and was 2 rebounds or less from doing it again. But like I said, wherever you are in this argument, Gil, you're not moving. So ain't no sense in us trying to convince anybody one way or another.
Yeah, they just
You're on
gonna
that
say
ledge. I'm
can't
gonna
use,
let you stay.
all they're gonna do is just, hey, you can't use stats. That's it. You
Yeah.
can't use stats.
Right.
It is what it is at this point, right? And the best thing for me is I got to play with all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a few people that can say they played with all three. Like, so
Right.
when you say you're top five greatest of all time, I get to say I played with all five or 4 out of 5.
Right.
Right? Depending on who you put in there. I mean, if you start putting in the 60s and the 70s, no, then
Yeah.
yeah. But for the most part, most of your top five ever is 80 to now.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of those guys you played against more than that. You played against Shaq. You played against Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
I mean, Tim Duncan don't get any credit. They just make him seem like he was a bum. I mean, Timmy. I mean, the guy. I mean, he was a 15-time All Defensive Player. All those All Star game. All those All NBA.
Mhm.
5 rings. 3 Finals MVP. I think he won 2 championships. I don't know if he ever won a Defensive Player of the Year, but he was outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, he was amazing, and it goes to show you what type of talent that's been in this league, that's coming in this league. And like I came in as a fan, so I was fanboying out there. I'm
Yeah,
before the
yeah,
game,
yeah.
give me your autograph. After the game, give me your autograph. I
Right.
was one of those guys. So it's I have all three of them in the top 5. So I just like to poke and argue about all three.
Right.
Today,
Okay.
it's LeBron. Tomorrow might be Jordan. Kobe might be you know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm one of those guys that I switch every week.